Is she stabbed now? Wait, you can stab now. We're not tipping. Oh shoot! Wait. What he's trying to say is she stabbed someone for not tipping. That's basically. Okay, let me see this. One.
Is this nigga really about to like? What?
Two. And three.
Alright, bro. There's no way he's not doing something like this.
Oh, let me lock in. Okay, so.
Now, if you live in the US or if you're planning to visit US one day, this is a very important information you need to know about the tipping.
Why do you even need to tip? Niggas is they're still getting
I guess.
paid either ways. Like, what's the point? You want a nigga to give you extra money even though you're getting a salary still?
Nah. Let's talk about NBA. Let's do a little
Culture over there. Now, if you live in the US, you probably know how.
Okay, maybe if you're like a bad bitch or whatever you call it. I know they be getting like fucking $100 tips and shit. No matter how you make your money, you're still hustling. So that'll be
bad it is. Just think of this as a reminder with this story that I just found out about today. If you ever got cursed, you gave a tip to someone who delivered your food, or you were at a restaurant and they
the hell? Why's my shit lagging, crashing? Don't know what is happening. Don't know what shit is magic. Don't know what to say. Just watch it. Okay.
took the money, looked at it, you
Okay, let me. Is it just today? My whole shit is bugging. Whole shit is bugging. Yeah.
thought it was a good tip, but they threw it at your face, they hooked on your face, and they were like,
Here.
you cheap donkey, absolutely disrespected you. Just think of it as a blessing compared to what this delivery driver did over here over a tip.
So this morning, a pizza delivery driver in Florida turns
Of
violent.
course it's American, bro. I watched she's definitely Latina. You can see tell from the eyes. God damn.
Over a bad tip.
Yeah, and now the driver in this case is being accused of stabbing someone 14 times. So listen to this. Police say this happened Sunday night near Orlando. They say the victim was staying at a hotel and ordered a pizza. Detectives say that's when a 22-year-old delivered the pizza, but she wasn't happy with the tip she got. So after that
No, why is she mad? Okay. She got okay. Let's just say she got $1 tip. You're still getting paid, but like still, the money they be paying is kind of probably little. Probably, I don't know. If you do like five houses, deliver to 5 houses, that's like minimum wage. I don't know. Probably.
delivery, she went back to the hotel with a man who had a gun.
So they allegedly forced their way in, and police say the victim's 5-year-old daughter even witnessed the attack.
And guess how much she ruined her life for? $5. She was supposed to receive 5, but she went back and forth with the complications, allegedly, obviously. Back and forth with the victim, and she only got $2. And 30 minutes later, she decided to pull this move out. Now I understand that guns in the U.S. aren't always bad. For someone like this donkey comes into your house, you will shut off them with the barrel of whatever you're using. Because I can't imagine having kids, or even for me, Megatron and Optimus Prime over there, and God knows what they're going to do. Let's get to this story, and let me tell you exactly what happened, and then later on we're going to talk about the tipping culture. So a pizza delivery worker in Florida has been charged with attacking a customer, allegedly stabbing them 14 times after they only tipped $2. So apparently this was a spat in her face, and she took that personally, and she decided to come back and stab her 14 times. So this donkey over here delivered the pizza, which was a totaling of $33, and the victim was paying $50, but was asking for change. 100%, if your bill is $33 and you give $50, you want your change.
Nigga, what? Why pay double? Yo, I'm not even. Okay, personally, I don't even know. I don't even tip. Okay, but okay, if I did. Okay, the pizza was $33. He paid $33 for maybe himself. I don't know who was in there with him. His daughter, maybe his wife. But $33. Why you pay? Why you want to pay? You know, $33 is a lot for pizza. That's like 3 pizzas, depending on where you are. But like still, $33. Like she's asking for if you can pay $50. Oh.
Change back. And the suspect over here.
I clicked the wrong thing. Then after she was asking for, yo, when your pockets run out, when your pockets don't let me Greg, she read that. And then after he was like, yo, I have a gun. She just said, go ahead. Yo, ooh. Then after, boom. After his daughter walks in, sees them, and he's like, Daddy. Then after she starts running, booking it. Then the cops catch her. I don't know how old his daughter is, but like still. Cops catch her. Why do you do it? What's the motive? She's probably like, he didn't give me my $5 tip.
Here explained that it wasn't restaurant's policy to provide change. I don't believe this one bit. The restaurant always gives you change in case of big bills. After which the victim asked for their money back and went to find 2 smaller bills, and the switch meant that this donkey was left with just a 2 tip instead of $5 to $6, which is 15 to 20% of the whole bill.
Investigators say Irizarry handed Alvelo a $50 bill, asked for change but was denied. Irizarry then tried.
See, that's what I'm saying. She probably wanted to keep instead of $20, instead of $2, she wanted to keep 20 for herself. Little. He's at a motel, so like basically he probably just wanted to spend time away from his wife or some shit. Probably has no debit on him, or maybe he forgot his cash or anything.
And looking for smaller bills and ended up giving Alvelo a $2 tip. The affidavit says about 30 minutes later, Alvelo returned with a man who had a gun.
Latina. Oh, shoot.
Surveillance video shows Alvelo driving the same red Toyota Camry she used to deliver the pizza, in the same black clothing she wore to work that day. Bobby says he was taking a shower when he heard someone banging on the door. Irizarry says a tall Hispanic man wearing all black along with Alvelo rushed into their motel room. The man held the three victims at gunpoint and ordered Bobby into the bathroom.
Now, after she rushed in with whoever that guy was, they were looking for things to steal. After finding nothing of value, this donkey is said to have turned her attention to the victim, where she began to stab her with a pocket knife. And the victim's statement alleges that Alvadela...
Oh, leaving her with... Oh, it was a lady. Oh, shoot. So basically, okay, this switch, whatever I said first, to a lady's point of view. So basically, she wanted to spend some time away from her husband, or maybe her husband passed away, some shit. I don't even know. This is not legit, I'm just making shit up.
Donkey only sees her attack after the male suspect told her that it was time to leave. And according to the updates, the victim seems to be surviving this whole thing. She has a punctured lung, and she was also a few weeks pregnant without her knowing about it. Now, the owner of that pizza place made a statement saying, "We're deeply saddened by the tragic incident that occurred. The local owner and his team are fully cooperating with local authorities. While launching an investigation into the matter, they also said that she had no record of violence from her past. They had no idea she was capable of these things." And she's also being held...
She's Latina, bro. Latina rage. If you ever dated a Latina, you already know.
With a bail of $55,000, she's also being charged with attempted murder, home invasion with a firearm, kidnapping, and an aggravated assault with a weapon. Now, it's still all being under investigation. It's still all alleged, but we all know. 30 minutes later, with the same clothes, with the same body shape, I'm pretty sure they don't know who that was. That was like someone absolutely new.
Yeah, it was her twin, someone from her family. It was like her cousin. You know, her cousin that looks like her. It was like a doppelganger. She looked like her, and it was technically not her. Yeah, doppelganger.
Now, getting this personal over $2 is crazy. I've seen a lot of...
Just taking the dip, like, it's not really hard. Just put in your pocket. Oh, thank you, sir. Even though you... Dog. No point. Yo, stab her for no reason. Just for $2 tip.
Videos online about, people getting mad, upset, cursing, doing some shit, even taking the food back after a bad tip. But I always minded my own business and moved on with it.
Mostly it's just like them eating it on the side. Saying they pay for it and eating it.
My life, but this just made me want to talk about this. Get into the controversial topic of how much should you tip at all or not. Talk about the tipping culture. Now, I don't live in the US, for those of you who do not know, and I know you're probably like, well, you don't get to say anything if you don't live it or experience it. Well, let me tell you something. I've had multiple jobs in the past. I've started working since I was 14 years old, and I've done jobs where there was tips involved as well. I hosted birthday parties for a big company. I did that for like 3 years. I worked with another company as well. Same thing, hosting birthday parties. Parents come pay $300 to $600 for like 2-3 hours of fun. They bring all the kids, other kids, and blah blah blah. And there are tips here and there, but it is not always there. This is the problem. The tipping culture. Tipping needs to be optional. I said it. I might be getting hate from you. You might not like me anymore, but I said it. Tipping needs to be optional. I'm saying from a point of view of working in the industry of tipping for like a couple of years, right? Why should it be optional? Because
Okay. Let me bring it to you. very nice meal. Now you have to spend half of that giving a tip. Oh, spend $50 for a tip, and just maybe, hopefully, we will come back to you and help you out with some extra stuff. Boom. You do that, you're broke the next day.
If I'm going to a place and I'm paying $10 or $15 to eat food, to just have dinner by myself, and then you expect me to pay to buy you a meal because I need to tip? Might as well sit down and let's get to know each other. What is it?
Might as well just, come to my crib and just get something. I'm joking.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the majority of the places who these people rely on tips, they have a base salary.
And look good. They're not. If you're doing that, like a place where like everyone there is like millionaires or some shit, sure, that's low key valid, cause like this guy really was. The guy is selling. He's selling the bag. Oh my lord, oh my lord.
Salary as well. My base salary back when I was working at the company was $7 an hour. Now the base salary nowadays it's higher than that, maybe it's the same, but that is what you signed up for. Any tip you get or not get,
like
it just depends on the customer, depends on the month. Sometimes it's low, sometimes it's high. The only place I think you need to 100% tip, no option whatsoever, is if you go to a fancy restaurant.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm talking $300 bill plus. That is when you need to shut off at least $15 to $20 minimum. Because if you don't, you are indeed a cheap donkey, and that delivery driver was right about you. What they said. But like anywhere else, anything less than $80, it should be 100% optional. It also depends on your financial place.
Yeah.
For example, whenever I'm in a good month, fuck it, I go to a car wash. You pay $12, $13 for a full car wash. Shut up! Here you go, $7 tip. Enjoy it. 50-60% tip. Fuck it. But you know one thing that makes me not want to tip, and even if I wanted to before, I am not going to, when they ask for a tip. Now, like I said, majority of the restaurants have base salaries. Some restaurants, they only operate on tips. So let me get this straight. Not only the government tax you and gets 40-50% of your money, I don't know, 30.
You're giving freebies, bro. Like, who do I look like, Mr. Beast? Hell no. I am not Mr. Beast. If I was, yeah, okay, sure. I'm gonna slide it over. Take some like 100K tip, or take this and stop working. Quit your job right now, and I'll give you this 100K tip. Like, oh, hell no.
To 50%, correct me if I'm wrong. But also the restaurant, not only the government takes money from you, but the restaurant that you go to is telling you that these people are serving you and you need to pay their salary. I'm not paying shit. I believe there needs to be a law that every single restaurant needs to get a base salary. At least. That is what you sign up for. Anything else is going to be, on top of it. Like at this point, it's just too forced. You feel like you're obligated to pay a tip. Let me know your experience in the comments below as well, but it shouldn't be like that. It should be optional. Always. Like, yeah, I get it. It sucks. I've worked in the industry for a couple of years. I'm not lying. Here's a picture. Like, yeah, I get it. It sucks. Like, I literally had a person pay $5,000 to the company that I was working for. And I went to their house, hosted a birthday party. You know what I got? Not even a thank you. Like, I would have been happy with a thank you. Yeah, sure. I could have got like a $20 tip at least. But it is what it is. I'm still getting paid because of my base salary, and it wasn't a lot as well. It was something that I signed up for, and I was completely fine with it. But yeah, anyways, just want to share this with you. If you...
Young girl really stabbed someone just for a tip, bro. $5. Like they say, what has the world turned into, bro? Every single day you just blue feed in the world. Bro, $5 shit, bro. Or you basically just threw your life away just for not even a coconut, just for bread, just for fucking grocery bread. threw your whole life away just for.
Curse of PDE, man.
She was probably gonna spend that on weed or some shit, bro. No racist shit, just probably gonna spend it on those things.
The only thing I'm scared of is like I have to learn about all this new shit.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like the new shit, like new weapons and shit. Like
Especially live in the US, if you're not in a financially stable place, if you order food, GG's to you. May you be blessed with cursed words and not wounds, and if something like this happens to you, I will teach you a trick that always works. You have no weapon to protect yourself with. Hey, remember me? You only gave me $10 where I expect blah, 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 blah. What you do is you take them by the ear quickly, be like, look, a
Yeah,
flying.
it's like they're not gonna. Oh shoot! Oh! Bang! They're gonna. Oh shoot! Oh, okay. This. Yeah. Yo, listen. Okay, so like basically, let's reenact that.